It's come to my attention that the PC builds I put out lack some vital information. How much FPS will this run Fortnite at? Or what type of FPS / typical performance will I get with this PC? Now I can give a rough estimate, like for a budget PC it can handle most games at 1080p low to medium graphics settings. However, to get an exact number, we need to dig a little further. The easiest way to figure out how much FPS we're going to get on a game is by looking for benchmarks. For example, in a PC build, if I say the build has a Ryzen 5 3600 and an RX 5600 XT, we will need to search for these benchmarks according to these specs. So if we go on YouTube or Google, we'll be able to search Ryzen 5 3600 RX 5600 XT benchmark. You should find a benchmark of the system. Now hopefully the game you wanted is benchmarked and is there, and you'll be able to gain a rough idea of what the system will perform like with the settings in the video and the resolution that they are using. I say a rough idea because system performance can differ due to different parts, such as using different speeds of RAM, or differences in performance due to manufacturing imperfections. The downside is if you're using really old parts that generally didn't get benchmarked. However, if you're building new, there will generally be a benchmarking video for you, especially if it's a popular combination of PC parts, such as a Ryzen 3600 and a RX 5600 XT, which seem to be quite popular in New Zealand right now. There are also websites like GameDebate.com, which you can generally see what type of performance you will get with a select resolution and graphics setting. I would avoid using such websites just because it's hard for them to give you an actual real-time performance, unlike watching a video on a benchmark video on YouTube. Personally, I would just stick to searching for benchmarking videos, using the parts you would like to understand, and what type of rough performance estimate you will get. Also remember, if you'd like to go pro, most pros from my knowledge actually lower their settings in esports titles to gain an advantage. So in a benchmark, if they're using a higher graphics setting, you might not want to, because that won't give you a competitive advantage. Like in Fortnite, you will want more FPS and generally a larger render distance. So instead of playing on high settings, you will play on low medium settings to gain more FPS and a larger distance to see enemies. This is just what I've heard and could actually be irrelevant because I'm not an esports player. Also, if you want maximum performance, i.e. 1080p ultra 240 FPS plus, you might need to spend a little bit more on higher tier parts to achieve this. Now that's all up to you to decide whether or not you want to turn down your settings. You will also hear me vouching for certain products if I've used them myself. For example, if I say I can vouch for the Ryzen 5 5600X, it's because in my case I have used the part for a while, which would be about 3 years for me, and I have never ran into an issue with it. If I can't confirm a part will perform well, but have seen from reports from close friends with similar specs, I can recommend but not confirm the performance. Just remember that the performance should be similar in most cases. Now hopefully this gives you a good idea of how your performance is going to be on the system you would like to build, and thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you check out ystech.org for more technology related content, and make sure to subscribe for more PC related videos. Have an awesome day guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!